All right, as I approach the vehicle, I'm going to start from the top and work my way down. At the top, I'm checking the fairing for any damage. I don't have any. Checking all my lenses and lights. My 3 ID lights are amber in color, no cracks, no damages, good clarity. My 2 clearance lights, amber in color, good clarity, not cracked, not damaged. Moving my way down to the windshield. My windshield is free of any cracks, any damages, it's good clarity. There's no illegal stickers. I'm also checking around the window sill to make sure that the sill is good on the window. It looks good. My windshield wipers have no obvious damage. They seem to be in good working order. Working my way down to the grill. The grill is securely mounted, not damaged. Both my headlights are clear in color. No cracks, no damages, good clarity. I'm also checking both my left and right directional, or my four ways, whichever one you want to call it. Clear in color, not cracked, not damaged. These lights on these Internationals have an actual reflector in the light, so it's orange. You have to call that out. You miss any light on this, any light or reflector, you miss all of them. It's an all or nothing deal with the lights. So you got to talk about the reflector. Moving my way down, I got my bumper securely mounted, not bent, not damaged. My tow hook mounts seem to be in good working order. My tow hooks are actually in the engine compartment on this tractor. My tag is current and securely mounted. It's non-expiring tag. My road lamps or fog lights, whatever you want to call them, are clear in color, securely mounted, not cracked, not damaged. Checking underneath for any fluid leaks. I see no fluid leaks. Alright, I'm going to walk to the side right here. Open my left side hood latch. I'm going to walk to this side, passenger side, open my right side hood latch. This is the only time during this pre-trip I will be on this side of the vehicle. I'm going to open the engine. Before I do that, I'm going to check my fender mirror. My fender mirror is securely mounted to the fender. Brackets in good working order. I have no crack or damage to the glass. Good clarity on the mirror. I'm gonna open the hood. Okay. Now I'm gonna do what we call a Z-scan of the engine. I'm gonna Z-scan the engine. I'm looking for fluid leaks and I'm listening for air leaks. I see none. I hear none. If I do have any leaks or I do have any problems during this pre-trip, I will call them out. It's not that I can't have any, I just got to be aware of what they are. But I hear no leaks, I see no leaks. So I'm going to check my 2 fluids on this side. I have my coolant. On this particular model, it has a sight glass. I make sure both sight glasses are red, which they are. My washer fluid is right here. It's about a little less than half full. If I can't see it, I open up the top. But this particular one, I can actually see the level right here. Okay? Now I've got some engine components I got to check over here. On this side I have my alternator. It is securely mounted. No missing bolts, no missing pieces, nothing frayed. It's a belt driven alternator. You have to tell me if it's belt driven or not, or gear driven. This is belt driven. And the belt itself has no more than a 1/2 to 3/4 inch play when pushed from the middle. My water pump is on the other pulley down there on the belt. I can't really see it, but I got to talk about it and point to it. So it's down there, it's securely mounted, it is belt driven as well. And since it has fluid in it, it has no leaks. I have to say, if it has fluid in it, I see no leaks. If it has air in it, I hear no leaks on anything on this entire pre-trip. And then of course I'm just checking my overall condition of my hoses and belts on both sides. Seem to be in good order. Alright, now I'm moving over to the driver's side. I'm only getting over there what is not over here. So that's the only things I would talk about. Now that I'm over here, I'm going to do a Z-scan of the engine, looking for fluid leaks, listening for air leaks. I see none, I hear none. Now I'm going to check my 2 fluids over here. My power steering fluid is at the proper level. I can see that. My engine dipstick, I'm going to check the oil level on the dipstick. I'm going to take it out, wipe it off, reinsert it, take it back out, make sure it's between the add and the full line. It is actually a little high, but it is good. If I do need to add, I add in 4-quart increments and recheck. Alright, now I'm going to check the engine components over here. I have a air compressor. It is a gear-driven air compressor. It's the only thing that's gear-driven on the vehicle. It has air in it, so I hear no leaks. No cuts or frays to the air lines, securely mounted. My fuel filter, securely mounted. Not damaged. It has fluid in it, so I see no leaks. Okay? My belts and hoses on this side I'm checking, all in good condition. My belts have no more than 1/2 to 3/4 inch play. Okay? Moving myself down, I'm just scanning the engine, I'm going down. So now I have my steering shaft, my steering box, my pitman arm, and my drag link, all securely mounted, no broken or missing pieces. My steering shaft should have no more than 10-inch play, or 10 degrees play, I'm sorry, not 10 inches, 10 degrees play. My universal joint should be properly lubricated. My steering box is secure. It has no leaks since there's fluid in it. My pitman arm and drag link are in good condition. They have no problems that I see. And it is connected in 2 places here, in here, with a castle nut and cotter pin, both present. Okay, the frame of the engine and the motor and the actual vehicle is not damaged. No illegal welds on the frame. Also, the frame has the 2 tow hooks mounted to the engine. Now I have my spring hangers, U-bolts and bolts, all securely mounted. No broken or missing springs, nothing misaligned. My shock is securely mounted. It's not leaking since it has fluid. I have to say it has no leaks. My brake chambers and air lines are securely mounted. I hear no leaks. My brake linings have no shiny marks indicating they're rubbing against anything. My slack adjuster and push rod are both in good condition. No cracks, no damages. My push rod, my slack adjuster should have no more than 1 inch play when the brake's released if I was to pull against it. Moving myself inside, my brake linings, which are my brake shoes, are a minimum of 1/4 inch. I have no cracks or contaminants. The drum itself is not cracked, not damaged. The wheel, on the inside of the wheel, no cracks or illegal welds to the wheel. The wheel is beaded properly to the tire. The tire has no cuts, bulges, abrasions, or abrasions, bulges, cuts, ABC. A minimum of 4/32 tread depth on the front tire. The front tire must be virgin, which means it cannot be a recap. No abnormal tread wear patterns. No cuts, bulges, abrasions. No exposed quarter fabric on any side of this tire. For the state, I'm going to check inflation with a tire pressure gauge. You don't actually have one, you just got to say you're going to check it. No cracks in the wheel. No cracked or loose lug nuts. Rust would indicate a problem of any shiny or rust marks would indicate a problem of looseness. No illegal welds to the wheel. The wheel is beaded to the tire properly. The hub oil, it does not have a sight glass on this one. You can't see through it, so you're going to actually have to open it up. Make sure there's hub oil that you visually can see. Some of them you can see through the glass, some of them you can't. Alright, the actual hub itself is not leaking as well. I have a metal valve stem and metal cap on the tire. Alright, on the front tire only, you have to do a push-pull, looking for any abnormal movement, which would indicate a wheel bearing problem. Alright, and this is my mud flap down here. Even though it doesn't look like one, my mud flap is securely mounted. Alright, now I'm going to close the hood. Some of these have hood latches on them. If it had a hood latch, I would make sure I unlocked it before I close it. I'm going to close my hood latch over here. Close my hood latch on my driver's side. And that's when I'm going to start. I always like to go from left to right, top to bottom, and then inside out. So right here, my tractor number 268209. Matches my keys, 268209. My left directional, securely mounted. It's amber in color. No cracks or damage to the lens. I have a securely mounted left mirror. Checking for condition and stability of the mirror. And no cracks or damage to the glass itself. I have my UPS logo. I have my USDOT number. I have my IFTA fuel sticker. This is a 16. It expires January 31st. I'm sorry, it's good through January 31st, 2017. That date never changes. It's always the same date for all vehicles. 2017, January 31st. All right, checking my handrails. I have 4 of them on this particular vehicle. To get credit, you have to touch all of them. So I'm gonna grab all of them, okay? Now where I'm here, I'm gonna go ahead and open my door, and I'm gonna check all my stuff inside the cab that I can check from here. So I'm gonna check my DVIR. This is my driver vehicle inspection report. I'm gonna turn to the last page. I'm gonna verify my keys, 268209 to the DVIR, and the DVIR to the tractor. They all match. Now I'm just gonna kind of give you a summary of this whole entire sheet. I'm not just gonna talk about what is actually on there now, but what could possibly happen on all cases. So the condition of this vehicle is satisfactory because it's checked here. If there was a safety required element, it would be here. A non-safety item, it'd be here. The driver would then sign here, okay? If it required safety or non-safety items, a mechanic would have to have his description of work performed here, and then he would sign and date. Since there is no write-up and it is satisfactory, I will now legibly sign and date. You can sign it and then print, or you can sign legibly, either one. Okay. My FHWA certification was done February 2016. It's good from a year from that date. So it's good till it's good till February 2017. Okay? I'm gonna check the door itself, make sure the window opens and closes properly, rolls up and down. The door hinges seem to be in working order. Door works. The door seal is here, present, not damaged. I have a securely mounted, non-freezing, dry chemical fire extinguisher. It's a minimum of a 5 BC. I can tell it's fully charged because my needle's in the green and my cotter pin is present. And if you're not sure what it is, you can look right here. They all have classification. The classification is a 3A 40 BC fire extinguisher, so that meets the minimum 5 BC. I have 3 bi-directional reflective triangles securely mounted in that red box over there. I have a master circuit breaker in the firewall of this actual tractor. If this had no master circuit breaker, I would have to have fuses in the dash. Okay? And that's all we're going to do on the inside for now. I'm going to keep working my way down where I left off. My fuel tank is 3 things, and my fuel cap is 3 things. My fuel tank is secure. I can tell it's secure because the straps and grommets are securely attached to the fuel tank. The fuel tank is vented. I see the vent right here, and it's not leaking. My fuel cap is threaded, has threads, it's leaded, it's made of lead, and it's sealed. It has a black seal on it. And I always check my fuel visually. I never go by the gauge on the tractor. They a lot of times are broke. All right, my steps, securely mounted. I got to touch all 3 to get credit. So my steps are securely mounted. Now I'm going to start from the top of the tractor and work my way down. My rear window, not cracked, not damaged, no illegal stickers. It has a good seal to the tractor. My white DOT tape is present on the back of the tractor. Working my way down, my hookup light or my work light is clear in color, no cracks or damage to the lens. My muffler is securely mounted. There's no soot marks, which would indicate any problems. My auto greaser reservoir is securely mounted to the frame of the tractor, not leaking. My deck plate, you got to touch all the deck plates, and battery box are all secure, not cracked, not damaged. The frame itself is not bent, no illegal welds. Working my way down, I have an air tank securely mounted, and I hear no leaks. Okay, now I'm just going to stick with the tractor. I'm going to finish the tractor out, and then once I finish the tractor, then I'm going to come back and start from the top on the trailer. So since I'm here, I'm going to start working my way under. All right, while I'm under here, I'm going to check my coupling. These are big points. This is, you got to talk about all this stuff. Okay, so the trailer apron itself is not damaged. The fifth wheel plate itself is in good condition. There's no space between the trailer apron and the fifth wheel plate. The handle is in the lock position. The fifth wheel pin is present and secure. The fifth wheel is securely mounted to the frame. I can tell it's securely mounted because the bolts have no rust or shiny marks, which will indicate any problems. Okay, now I'm going to finish talking about my coupling, which I got to do from underneath. Alright, the kingpin is not damaged. The jaws of the fifth wheel are locked around the kingpin. The fifth wheel is lubricated properly and not damaged. The ramps, secure, not damaged. Now I'm going to work my way down to the bottom. I'm done talking about my coupling. So I'm going to go from my inside back out to my tires. So my reverse light is clear in color. Not damaged, not cracked, good clarity. My safety chain loop securely mounted, not damaged. My pintle latch is securely mounted. My pintle latch opens and closes properly. My cotter pin is missing. I should have a cotter pin here, hanging from a little line. My brake lights and tail light lenses are red in color, not cracked, not damaged. My tow hooks are securely mounted. Okay. My drive line or my drive axle is straight and in line, nothing's wrapped around it. My brake chambers and air lines are securely mounted. I hear no leaks. My slack adjusters and push rods, not bent, not damaged. My slack adjusters should have no more than 1 inch play with the brakes released. My spring hangers, U-bolts and bolts, not worn, cracked, or damaged. I have no missing or misaligned springs. Working my way out to the rim and tires. My brake linings have a minimum of 1/4 inch. There's no cracks or contaminants. The drum is not cracked, not damaged. The wheel itself has no cracks, no bends, no illegal welds. The wheel is properly beaded to the tire. The tire has no cuts, bulges, abrasions, no exposed cord or fabric. The tire tread is a minimum of 2/32 tread depth. There's no abnormal tread wear patterns. There's no stones or debris between the tires. There's no space between the wheels. They're butted together properly. My mud flap is securely mounted. I have my DOT reflective tape present on the back of the mud flap. Gonna work my way out. Alright, no cracks in the wheel. No cracked or loose lug nuts. Rust would indicate a problem of any looseness or any missing or broken pieces. This is a sealed wheel hub, so it's not leaking. I have a metal valve stem metal cap present on the outside wheel and tire, and a metal valve stem metal cap present on the inside. There's no illegal welds on the rim itself. The wheel is properly beaded to the tire. The tire has no cuts, bulges, abrasions, or exposed cord or fabric. The outside tire also has a minimum of 2/32 tread depth. No abnormal tread wear patterns. Okay, my mud flap is securely mounted. I'm gonna check inflation with a tire pressure gauge. Okay, so now I've finished the tractor. Now I'm gonna start back up to the top. The top of the trailer. Just checking for overall condition. There's no missing rivets. There's no skin damage to the front of the trailer. My clearance light is amber in color, not cracked, not damaged, good clarity. Working way down, the height of my trailer is 13.6. On the other side, it's got a kingpin box. The kingpin box is securely mounted and should have proper registration inside. Okay. Working way down, my battery box or my light box is securely mounted. My glad hands and grommets are in good condition. My airlines and light cord on my trailer are no cuts or exposed wires, no cuts, bulges, abrasions, no leaks. Okay. One thing I failed to talk about on the tractor, I should have talked about the airlines and light cord. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about all these together now. So my airlines have no cuts, bulges, abrasions. My light cord has no cuts or exposed wire. The light plug and cord are connected properly with a lock. And I'm going to follow them all the way to the tractor. They are connected to the tractor the same way. It's locked in with a good connection. No damaged pieces. The airlines are securely mounted to the tractor. No shiny marks that indicate any problems of looseness. Okay? So for the airlines and light cord, you got to talk about them in 3 spots. The connection from the tractor, the connection to the trailer, and the actual lines themselves. Okay? So make sure you talk about all those. Alright, my manufacturer's ID plate is securely mounted here. My FHWA certification was done January of 16. It's good from 1 year from that date. So it's good till January 2017. It expires February 1st, 2017. Okay? Working way around, scanning the top to bottom, my UPS logo, my UPS number, my spray suppressant, and my reflective tape, DOT reflective tape are all present and securely mounted to the tractor. I'm looking for obvious or new skin damage, which I have none. All rivets seem to be in place. The landing gear is already up, it's fully raised. I'm going to verify it's raised on both sides, which it is. I'm also going to check the feet, make sure they're both attached. There's no damage to the actual landing gear itself. The handle works properly, and I'm going to leave it in the secured position. All right, walking down, just still checking overall condition. My left turn signal is amber in color, not cracked, not damaged. Underneath, checking the undercarriage, just looking for overall condition, nothing hanging, no obvious damage or anything to it. All right, now I'm going to come down here, checking my airlines and light cord, making sure they're not hanging too low, which they're not. Make sure my airlines have no cuts, bulges, abrasions, no air leaks. My light cord has no cuts or exposed wires. Looking at this right here is what we're talking about. Okay. The rear tandem, this is the lock position when it's fully down. Okay. The rear tandem is in the lock position, and I can tell it's locked because the knuckle is through the hole right here. Okay, you gotta talk about that. Now I'm gonna step underneath and go inside out. Everything I talk about back here, I've already talked about up there. I'm just repeating myself. So my brake chambers and air lines are securely mounted. I hear no leaks. My air tank is securely mounted, not leaking. My air lines have no shiny marks indicating they're rubbing against anything. My slack adjusters and push rods are not bent, not damaged. My slack adjusters should have no more than 1 inch play with the brakes released. My spring hangers, U-bolts and bolts, not worn, not cracked, not damaged, no missing or misaligned springs. The inside of the tire, I'm going to start from the brake linings, minimum of 1/4 inch, no cracks or contaminants. The brake drum is not damaged, not cracked. The wheel itself has no illegal welds. It's properly beaded to the tire. The tire has no cuts, bulges, abrasions, no exposed quarter fabric. Minimum of 2 30-second tread depth. No abnormal tread wear patterns. The wheels have no space in between the wheels. They're butted together properly. There's no stones, debris, anything lodged between the tires. Outside tire, no cuts, bulges, abrasions, or exposed quarter fabric inside, outside the tires. Minimum of 2 30-seconds, no abnormal tread wear. The rim, no cracks, no damages. All lug nuts are present, none missing, none broken. Rust and shiny marks would indicate a problem. This is this actual hub has a sight glass, so I make sure it's in between the add and the full. And the hub seal is not leaking. No welds other than the factory welds of the rim. I have a metal valve stem metal cap on the outside and a metal valve stem metal cap on the inside. I will check the tire pressure with a tire pressure gauge. For UPS, we kick the tires with our heels. For the States, you check it with a tire pressure gauge. All right, my spracer is present, securely mounted. Reflective tape, still present, securely mounted. I'm not gonna check this wheel. All you gotta do is check the one hub. This one, Vince is gonna say don't worry about that. All right, my mud flap securely mounted. Checking underneath. This one has an air tank release on the back, 2 quick bursts to release any moisture from the air tank. My ABS light, when illuminated, means it is not working. When it's off, it means it's in working order. But my ABS light is amber in color, not cracked, not damaged. My marker light, red in color, good clarity, not cracked, not damaged. Working my way to the back, starting from the top, working my way down. I have 3 ID lights, red in color, not cracked, not damaged. I have reflective tape present on the top of the tractor. I'm sorry, of the trailer. The door seems to be in good working order. The latch and handle open and close properly. My chain is present. Close the door, reconnect chain. Check my cables for good tension. Reflective tape. My tail lights and brake lights lenses are red in color. Seem to be in good condition. Good clarity. My tag is current and securely mounted. My license plate light is clear and in good condition. My ICC bumper is not bent, not damaged, and has my DOT tape present to the bumper itself. And that will complete the pre-trip on the outside of the vehicle. You will have to check the lights. You will actually get in the vehicle and turn all the lights on, and then the instructor will walk around the vehicle and check the lights for you. You have to tell him what lights to check, and you'll check, all your headlights, high beams, low beams, turn signals, 4 ways. You got to turn everything on, and then he'll walk around giving you either a thumbs up or a thumbs down that they're working, and you can cut it.